Welcome back, Jayhawks fans, to Over 50. So we just saw Kansas win the Big 12 Conference Championship by beating Texas Tech 74-65. And in this game, this was a battle of two halves. The first half was kind of an even battle. Kansas was only up by 1 point. And I looked at the stats halfway through the game, and Kansas only had like 14 rebounds, and Texas Tech had something like 22-23. Well, if you look at the rebounds for the final stats for the rebounds, 34 rebounds for Texas Tech, 34 rebounds by Kansas. So in that second half, you can see right there, I highlighted for you, Kansas closed the rebounding battle. And like I've been saying all along, if you can rebound, you can win a lot of games when you might not be shooting the best. And in this game, Texas Tech shot 44% from the field, 26% from three-point range, but 46% from the free throw line. Kansas made a killing at the free throw line, and the percentage might not make you might think, oh, 78%. Big whoop. Kansas shot 32 free throws, 32 free throw attempts to Texas Tech's 13 attempts. So you look at those basically free options, free chances to go to the free throw line where you don't have to worry about somebody blocking your shot. You just stand there, shoot, just like you would in practice. It can make up for shooting 43% from the field and 22% from three-point range. The only Jayhawks that could make a three tonight was Ochai Agbaji and Remy Martin. Now, I want to say Remy Martin, he might replace DeJuan Harris as the starter going forward, because DeJuan Harris did not look good tonight. He had 2 fouls. He went back to the bench in the second half, and Bill Self stuck with Remy Martin. Remy Martin, 4 from 9 from the field, 2 for 6 from three-point range. Perfect from the free throw line, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals. And that was not in a large quantity of minutes, because DeJuan Harris was playing most of the minutes until he got into that early foul trouble. So I think Kansas might have found something here. They finally have. Remy Martin looks like he's back. I'm not going to say he's back to, the player he was when he was hyped as the, player of the year, preseason player of the year. But Remy Martin looks good. Going forward, how is David McCormick's foot going to look? Because he was hobbling quite a bit, but I got to give some props to David McCormick, and he should have been and was the player of the game. 18 points, 11 rebounds. He had 4 turnovers, which you kind of, really, you don't want to see your big man doing that. The Jayhawks had 13 turnovers as a team, but 8 for 9 from the free throw line. He took a 3 and missed it, but that was not really, that was at the end of the half, so I'm not going to hold that against him. But David McCormick looked good. Jalen Wilson came back in the second half to have a good game. Christian Brown, you just had balanced scoring all the way across the board. Wilson with 12, McCormick with 18, Brown with 14, Agbaji with 18, and Remy Martin with 12. I think you're going to see Remy Martin and DeJuan Harris maybe do a little flip-flop. We'll have to wait and see. Kansas will definitely, because they won their tournament, they're obviously an automatic qualifier, so they will, so there's no bid stealing in the Big 12. But I just want to know if good old Jerry Palm is going to finally wake up at CBS, because this is good old Jerry's bracket. I just pulled it up a few minutes ago. Gonzaga's a 1, no problem with that. Got no issues with that. Arizona a 1, no issues with that. Now you scroll down here to the Midwest. Baylor still a 1, and they didn't win the conference tournament. But I'm going to come back to that in a second. Kentucky a 1. Now maybe he had this posted at the beginning of the day, but how you have Baylor over Kansas and Kentucky over Kansas is, to me, just utterly ridiculous. I think Kansas should be the number 2 or the second overall number 1 seed, but that's not a big deal. It just matters where they go. And you know that they're going to put Gonzaga out here in the West because, you know, geographically that's where Gonzaga is at. They're on the West Coast. So Kansas, they should get to go to the Midwest here, but it's just kind of interesting, you know, good old Jerry Palm touts himself as, you know, this big, prolific, bracketologist that he, has all the insights. I just don't understand how you have Kansas on the 2 line to start the day when they've been playing really well. But with that, that's all I got for you guys. So Kansas will probably be playing on Thursday or Friday. They'll have, they should have a number 1 seed. So they'll be playing one of those teams probably that comes from one of these first 4 matchups. And we look up here at the first 4. It would probably be one of these matchups, either Alcorn State and Southeast Louisiana or Bryant and Wright State, if those actually were held to form, because usually your number 1 overall seed and your second overall number 1 seed, they get to play these teams that are in the first 4 that have to play their way in to get to that 16 line. But that's what I got for you guys. So I hope you enjoyed the game. Again, Kansas, a big winner, moving up to 28-6 and another Big 12 championship. So Bill Self now has 17. He has 16. Well, he has 17 Big 12 championships and 16 home losses. So, that's pretty good no matter who you are. So Jayhawks fans, enjoy it. The Jayhawks should be sitting pretty to start the tournament. And until the next time I see you, take care of yourselves and rock chalk.